Welcome to the Boujee Multipreneur podcast. I'm your host, Hillary Hushauer-Jones. Tune into my show where we discuss how to attract more money so you can spend more money. Hi, welcome back to the Boujee Multipreneur. I'm your host, Dr. Hillary Hushauer-Jones. Today I want to talk about kind of how we do it all, right? I like to title this The Hustle in Home Life, especially in the summer, right? Where we can find that balance without the burnout. So as I'm recording this, we are into the start of the summer, and I think this could go for other seasons of the year as well. But it's just really top of mind between myself and other multipreneurs that I talk to, friends, family. It's just how we're juggling everything, right? And if you know me and you've listening, I'm a chiropractor, I'm a business coach, mom, wife, bonus mom, and I juggle all the hats. I have multiple businesses and rental houses and commercial buildings. So it's a lot up there, right? And summer's here, and now the kids are like, what are we going to do? I'm like, oh, that's right. I need to figure out stuff and plan camps and a family vacation because they're bored, or having clients or patients that need to change things around. It really just throws things up, right? Once you thought you were in this routine and habit, it's dropping the ball on something. And for some of us, if you're like me, you might feel that maybe you're disappointing someone in your family or your business or your employees. It's always something, right? It's quite a juggle all the time. But let's talk about how maybe we can balance things better, right? It's never going to be perfect. I always think done is better than perfect, and we can always get better, and every year can get better than the previous year. But how can we do it all without sacrificing too much from both sides and or your sanity, right? I think the first thing is just to acknowledge that this summer struggle is real, and trying to do it all and the family. It's different. It's totally different than the rest of the year when people are like, oh, aren't you so glad it's summer? I'm like, no, not really. I have a lot to do, and it's very much quite more stressful to me. However, I love being outside and doing things outside with the family. It's just that, you have to organize things a lot differently, and some things don't work out, and the routines are crazy. What time someone's going here or there. And if you're like me, you understand, and you're probably laughing too. Like, yes, it's quite stressful. I don't know if I really like the summer that much. But our kids, or quote, our little coworkers, always needing snacks and food and where we're going to go and do this. And I'm bored. And I'm sure I'll get interrupted even on this podcast with someone knocking on the door because they don't realize the door means I'm busy recording something. But trying to put it all together, right? And the thing is, it's not going to happen. I'm just going to it's not going to work. Things aren't going to get done. I'm going to drop some things because it's summer. And I'm going to stop pretending that I can do it all this summer because I can't. And I just hate having to stress out over it, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to kind of reframe a balance. Being 50-50 every day might not work for us. Being 50-50, meaning work and home. Sometimes our business is going to get more attention, and sometimes our family, and that's okay, because if we are business owners, we chose this life for a reason. We love business, and at some point we're teaching our kids how much to love entrepreneurship too, right? So in the morning, think of your priority. What is the most important thing today to get done? If it's a proposal or something and you have to get it done by a certain time, great. Then you're nose to the grindstone doing that. And if you don't have a lot on your plate, then maybe today's the great day to get to the pools with the kids or do something outside or golfing outside. But giving ourselves some grace to adjust to what the day's going to bring, and the weather too, right? Balancing every day and maybe every hour, instead of having a strict schedule for the summer. I'm very type A, so I like a strict schedule, and it is a lot of work for me to change things up and go the spur of the moment. And it's already happened once where the whole day, like every single thing did not go according to quote what I planned. And I just thought, okay, and here we go with summer, right? And it's begun. Here's some cute little summer hacks that might help that I'm going to start implementing, and maybe you might find these interesting. But what if we had like theme days where Mondays are your admin day? Like I work from home on Mondays and I can get everything done instead of like spreading it out during the week. Like what could I get done maybe in the morning for a few hours and just get it all done for the week? And then maybe Tuesdays are the day I do my coaching calls or certain calls with clients or patients, and that's only on that day for certain times. And then maybe Fridays could be my flexible days where like I've gotten everything done. And so me and the kids will go golfing, or heck, maybe I'll just go golfing by myself and it will be a me day. But sometimes if you can organize your week according to a theme, that might be helpful. I do love that. I block my time and I do themes throughout the year. But now it's like you have to add in more times of you and the kids or you and the family as like certain days too. And then of course, like blocking chunks of the day for work. For me, I get much more done in the mornings because that's my personality. So I would rather be done by like 12 or 1 and then have the rest of the day. I'd rather just get up early, get 5 hours in and be done, and know like, this is my time. Don't interrupt me until noon. Don't be hungry until noon, unless you're bleeding or you're dying, right? And then what can we delegate more in the summer now that maybe you didn't have to delegate during the rest of the year? Whether you need to hire another sitter or nanny, or you could maybe swap kids with your friend and like they could have a day where they get everything done for work and you can take their kids, and vice versa. Instead of like waiting until it's midsummer and we're so far behind in business, like what can we implement sooner rather than later? That way we're not drowning. We are surviving this summer. And then what also can the kids do during the time where you're working? Depends on your ages of kids, right? But mine are 9 and 14, and like they can do a lot of things. They can get all their food. They can get their bags ready for different camps. They could probably help me even take pictures for Instagram and hold the video and make me videos and stuff like that. Kind of showing them a little bit about what entrepreneurship is like too wouldn't be a bad thing this summer, whether or not they like it. I mean, if your kids are like mine and they're on their tablets anyways, what's the difference in them holding the tablet and also shooting a video? And then let's say you're gone all the time. For me, it's like giving grace that I didn't cook a healthy meal or I didn't put a lot of effort into things and we're just having scrambled eggs for dinner because that's what's in the fridge and we're hungry. And I just, so have your non-negotiables of like what you need and you want to have done every day and every week. And then some things, like for me, it's dinner. It's like, I don't care. Let's just eat whatever you guys want. Do you want a sandwich? Great. Do you want leftovers? Great. Do you want something from the freezer? Great. But still trying to connect and be together. And I know that I had to ask them recently, like, can we like sit down during the dinner? And even if we're not eating the same thing and no like phones on, like that would be great to just connect for a little bit and see how their day's going or how their camp was, that thing. So also we need to kind of check in with ourselves a little bit more. I feel like during the summertime, like how burnt out am I? Am I doing well? Am I aligned with business and my goals? Or am I getting burnt out because I'm being like stretched and pulled and twisted? Maybe that could be like a Sunday thing. Like how did last week go, right? How's this week? How we're going to pre-plan this week? Maybe what needs to change or what didn't work well last week or what did work well and we're going to do it again. And what needs to shift, right? What are we going to change up that way every week doesn't get worse and worse? And if you have any warning signs, think about that too. Um, if you are spending too much time scrolling on the scroll of doom Instagram, I need to be aware of that. And what am I going to change instead of doing that? So little things like that, I like to check in with myself. I don't know how often you do that. I feel like I don't do it often enough. So I'm going to put that on my must do for the summer list. And again, I'm going to think this summer, since I'm quite type A, done is better than perfect. And I'm going to be present in the summer with my family. I have several businesses and I'm not going to let one of them fall. I'm going to organize my time and get things done even ahead of time. Like I just did a whole month's worth of social media content for one of the businesses, and it probably took me an hour. Great. I'm done with that for the rest of the month. And then I don't have to worry about that. Sometimes I feel like when I pre-do stuff like that, I actually save more time because I'm not sitting back down and pulling all this stuff up again. So if you love this episode and you are also a multitasking woman, mama like myself, or fellow business owner, and you need help in the reminder, let me know what you thought about this or what you do. I'm always open for suggestions. And I think that this episode doesn't always have to say just summer. I think this would be great in the winter time too. And maybe we'll revisit what it means for like the December time of all the kids home and still trying to work, but then also the holidays. So also I have extra openings lately for business coaching. Let me know if you are interested and you're ready to get a little bit ahead for the next quarters coming up. I'm open for chatting. Until next time, cheers, everyone. Have a great summer. Don't get too crazy. Put your sunscreen on and then, just take it one day at a time. You can do it. Click subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and let's make some money.